Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Nikhil. Today I thought I'll make a very short video on India's upcoming crypto regulations. I know this is not, it is not FUD. I'm not here to scare anyone. And of course, you can't ignore things that are happening in the crypto market. The markets are pretty red today for various other reasons and not for this. Having said that, you gotta be up to date to understand what's happening and how it's gonna affect you. So today I'm gonna call out certain things that I've read in the last few days, and what does this actually mean to all of you, right? It's not just for Indians; it's for the global crypto markets as well, right? So I'm I'm gonna have a very short video explaining my thoughts around how the crypto regulations are going to affect all of us. So before we get on to the video, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just some random dude on YouTube, so you don't have to follow whatever I say. Just please do your own research. All right. So what's happening in India? So Indian Parliament is looking at bringing a crypto regulation. They are planning to have this in the winter session, I think this month. The information that I have today is, of course, the source for this is New Delhi Television, NDTV. It's a very popular television network in India. So in crypto world, things keep changing extremely quickly. So this is the latest that I know of. If there are things that have happened since I made this video, please, happy to make another update on this video, or I can always respond to you in comments. Okay, so what is this regulation? So what are the main no's in this regulation, right? So as per NDTV, these are some of the absolute no's in the regulation, right? The first one is mining. So they're completely going to ban mining, which means Bitcoin mining, Ethereum mining, all of these mining will be stopped or will be banned. Next is currency. So none of these cryptocurrencies will be used for will be used as currency. It will be called crypto assets. So they've created a new asset class. It's called crypto assets. And none of these will be competing with Indian rupee. Okay. Then none of these cryptocurrencies will be used for payments, so that is also banned. So a lot of projects which are there in cryptoverse right now, projects like shopping.io, a lot of similar projects which use crypto for payments. So those projects will not be able to operate in India. You basically can't pay Bitcoin and say get a lunch, or in fact I saw one video the other day. There is a crypto restaurant in India where they accept Bitcoin for food. So I'm guessing those restaurants will not be able to do that in the future if this bill gets passed, that is, right? This point is a little interesting and concerning to me as well. So they're going to allow you to do only with centralized exchange. So you can transact crypto only through centralized exchange, because they'll have proper KYC for this, and all the centralized exchanges will have KYC, plus they will come under SEBI, which is SEC equivalent of Indian equivalent of SEC, right? So all of these exchanges will come under SEBI guidelines. So there will be a more stringent guidelines that these exchanges will have to follow, right? And some of the points, look, I think as I said earlier, bill will be passed in the winter session. They're also looking at CDBC, which is digital Indian rupee. So you'll also have a non-bailable offense or an imprisonment of 1 to 2 years if you do any of these so-called banned activities. And last is I couldn't find any clarity around DeFi. Will they ban withdrawals? Well, can they ban DeFi? They can't. But what they can do is, if they block all the exit points or entry points into DeFi, say from your centralized exchange. So if you've got WazirX or a coin DCX in India, and if they don't allow you to withdraw the currencies, as for example Ethereum, onto a MetaMask wallet, if these centralized exchanges don't have that withdrawal facility at all, then there is no way you can get the money out, right? And I also read that if you have accounts outside of India, say you've got a KuCoin account in which is not operated in India, then they'll give you some grace period to move your funds back to Indian exchanges. Okay, so to recap, there are 4 absolute no's or bans that the media is talking about. Mining, it won't be used as a currency. It can't be used for payments, and only centralized exchanges can be used, and it will come under SEBI. Okay, so let's find out what does this mean to the cryptoverse, right? If this bill gets passed, it will be the first ever bill to be passed by a democratic nation. Okay, yes, there are the recent infrastructure bill had some stuff around taxation of crypto, but this would be probably the first ever bill that is completely focused on crypto, right, done by a democratic nation. Would I be worried about it? Look, even if India bans crypto, I wouldn't be worried, because I think the current invested money, approximately is about $4 to $5 billion. So with a market cap, I know it's dropped now, but at one point, the entire crypto market cap was at around $3 trillion. So it is significantly low when you compare to the overall big picture. So even there was a lot of news around India banning crypto about 2-3 weeks ago. It didn't do much to the market. It had a pullback of 10% or 5-10%, which was nothing. And I don't think that was even related to the India ban news. So in short, I don't think the overall crypto market will have an impact if India bans crypto, but if they bring in regulations, and if they're able to enforce those regulations on a billion population, that may have an impact on the overall crypto markets, because a lot of other nations may look at it and say, hey, you know what, India is able to do it, why shouldn't we try it, right? So that is one impact that I can see. Again, guys, I'm not trying to FUD or scare anyone. I'm all in on crypto. I love crypto. I'm never going to sell anything. So it definitely affects me as much as it affects any of you. All right, so let's look at the negative impacts. If, say, DeFi is banned, so we don't know yet. If they stop withdrawals of crypto from your wallets, then effectively they're banning you from doing anything on DeFi. So I don't know whether it's the case, because I couldn't find any conclusive evidence on it. Even the NDTV review that I read and watched didn't mention this explicitly. Okay, so let's assume that it is they're going to ban any cryptocurrency withdrawals, in which case projects like Matic, and I don't know if any of you know, Matic is was started from India, and the entire team used to sit in India. Now I think it might have become global, but majority, the founders, all of them were Indians. So a project like Matic, I think the founders, everyone need to migrate. They got to move out of India, because they won't be able to live there if it becomes an illegal act. If Indian government bans it as illegal, right? This to me is probably the biggest impact for the Indian tech industry. As most of you know, India is the servicing giant when it comes to IT technology, right? and it was just picking up. The crypto markets were just picking up. There were a lot of new projects coming up, a lot of new innovations coming up out of India, and a lot of developer pools there, right? So if you ban this, you're going to cut off that entire in fact the job creations that's going to happen through DeFi will all die, right? Next, obviously, it's quite obvious, if they ban DeFi, then you're going to miss out a lot of financial innovation, the likes of DeFi 2.0. I'm sure there'll be a DeFi 3.0 next year. A lot of new things that are going to happen in the DeFi world, even the NFT world, right? So if NFTs, if they stop you from buying NFTs from decentralized places like OpenSea.io, or say any other decentralized NFT marketplace, and if you have to buy it only from the likes of WazirX or CoinDCX, then you're actually killing the crypto market. So you're not allowing your artists coming out of India. And guys, there are like hundreds and millions of amazing artists in India, and the kind of work that they do, you're gonna ban all of it, right? So if you don't allow people to withdraw money onto their MetaMask wallet, and you're gonna kill the future of all these artists. And in my view, NFTs is the future. You may not look at it now, but metaverse is gonna change the world in the next 3-4 years, and that's when NFTs are going to be and on everybody's mind. And that alone is such a big mess, right? And third is gaming. So gaming and NFTs are going mental, right? Axie Infinity is changing lives in countries like Philippines. So you're gonna stop Indians playing all these games and earning money through these games, right? So a lot of amazing stuff, things that we see today, it'll be 10 times better in the next 2-3 years. You're gonna all of these will be missed out by Indians if the government decides to ban withdrawals to MetaMask wallet. I hope they don't, but yeah, if they do, then I feel really sorry for all the Indians in India, right? The next one is reduction in hash rate. If they ban mining, there might be reduction in hash rate, but India is not like China. China at one point had 60% of hash rate used to come out of China, Bitcoin mining. India, I don't think has massive mining rigs there. I don't think there is major mining businesses in India. I don't have the exact number, but I'm sure that it's not going to be massive, right? Even the validators. So if you go to Solana, it has only one validator based out of India. So yes, so you may have some reduction in hash rate, but I think validators will also get impacted. As I said, a lot of the whole idea of decentralized finance is, in fact, decentralized cryptocurrency is, you got to have a lot of validators spread across the world, right? So if you're going to cut off India from the rest of the world, then I don't know. It's not a good thing, right? Anyway, so I've just spoke of negative impacts. I'm sure there are many more which I can't think of right now, but let's talk positive impacts, right? So regulations can also bring some positive vibes in the industry. Number one, it might be a good time to own centralized exchange tokens like WazirX. Not financial advice, guys, sorry. Don't go and buy it now, but just keep an eye on it, because if this ban comes into effect, what would happen? Everybody will jump on to centralized exchanges in India because they can't buy anything else, right? So all the liquidity, $4 or $5 billion, out of that $4 or $5 billion, maybe $2 billion is in decentralized exchanges, right? So all that money might flow into centralized exchanges, right? So got to keep an eye on tokens that are listed on these exchanges. It might lead to a massive growth potential if the government allows, if there is a crypto bill which says, hey, you can go and buy crypto. Remember, guys, there's 1 billion people in India, right? I'm not saying everybody is going to invest in crypto, but growing up in India, I have seen when there was Lotto in India, there was a craze around people to go buy lottery tickets, and that's why it was banned in India. So you don't I'm not sure if it is still active there, but at one point, they had banned lottery tickets. In this case, if you allow people to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of these on their mobile phones, imagine the potential growth, right? If the government says, okay, you've got a green signal, you can go buy whatever you want from these centralized exchanges, then there'll be massive amount of people who would be interested in doing it, right? So I see some growth potential there. I also see some meme coin revolution. Shiba Inu in particular is quite popular in India. Dogecoin is also quite popular. The whole notion of it being affordable, which is not the uh, reality, because people get confused. They'll say, hey, you know what? One token is less than 1 cent, so it's cheap. It doesn't work that way. It's all based on the market cap. But that psychological drive that people will have, and especially in India, if it is, if I don't know the exact value, but say one Dogecoin, or sorry, one Shiba Inu token is less than a rupee, then you might have a lot of people want to go and buy that, right? So I is again speculation, guys. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I think there might be a meme coin revolution coming out of India if these centralized exchanges are banned. That is right. And last, I think very important point is, if a lot of new people get onto crypto through centralized exchanges, then a lot of them will have to do, and of course, everyone will have to do KYC, which might also mean a lot of people who don't pay taxes will get onto this, right? So then there is more tax benefit for the government, right? But of course, if they ban DeFi, they're gonna lose a lot of tax benefit as well, which is, it's beyond me. Why would anyone ban DeFi? But looks like that's what they want to do. Right. So these were some of the negatives and positives that I could think of. Again, guys, I just went through certain articles. I do not know if those if this information is true that has come out of NDTV. So I'm based on whatever information I have. I thought I'll make the pros and cons of how the market would go. The last positive thing, I want to close this on a positive note, is, look, from a news article of banning cryptocurrencies in India to a situation like this is a positive thing for all the Indians. It will give a lot of Indians peace of mind. That their money is not lost, right? In the long term, I hope the country does not ban DeFi. I'm just praying that they don't, but yeah, only time will tell. And of course, like everything, it takes time. This is going to go to the parliament in the winter session. It might take 1 or 2 years to probably get this approved. Who knows, right? Anything is possible. All right, so that's all I had. If you like this video, please share and like, and please leave a comment. This will really encourage me to make more and more such videos. All right, so until next time, ciao.